It's a review for The Drop with Tom Hardy, Noomi Rapace, and the great James Gandolfini. Um, so I saw this movie a while back, and I thought it was, I thought it was okay, but just rewatching it, I actually really enjoyed it. I think this is a really good movie. It's definitely a slow burn, and it's written by the guy Dennis Lehane, who he wrote Mystic River. Well, he co-wrote it, um, and Shutter Island, which I thought was okay. I didn't think that was amazing, but Gone Baby Gone too. I could definitely see Gone Baby Gone and Mystic River. Um, because I think it takes place in New York City. Um, but I think Mystic River's Boston, and I don't know. Is Gone Baby Gone Boston too? But oh, he wrote the novel for Gone Baby Gone. And I think some of the screenplay, but yeah, I think this is a really good movie. It's definitely a slow burn. Um, Great acting, really good direction too by Michael Roskam. Um, I haven't seen any of his other work though. I mean, he did an episode of oh, never mind. I thought he did an episode of The Wire. I think the writer wrote an episode of The Wire. So I haven't seen any of his other stuff. Bullhead, The One Thing to Do, Carlo. Um, but yeah, really good movie. Basically, it's about a bar where this, like, the mob. In this case, it's like the Chechen mob. Um, they sometimes use the bar as like almost like a bank to have it to for people to drop money in, and then at the very end of the night they come to the bar and collect it all. So throughout the night, when people are out of the bar, they'll give money to Tom Hardy, who then quietly puts it into a safe, and then hours later it's all collected and they give it to the Chechen mob or other mobs too. And it's a good idea. I wonder if there's any truth to that. Um, so so Tom Hardy is cousins with James Gandolfini. James Gandolfini supposedly owns the bar, but actually lost it about 10 years ago to the Chechens because he owed tons of money gambling in cards. Um, so they own it and they use it for a drop, and then it's robbed, and like about $6,000 is taken. They want it back, and that kind of starts off the movie. It's actually the last appearance of James Gandolfini. He died 1 month after shooting had wrapped. So it's really sad he's dead. Um, he's just such a good actor, and just too bad. I mean, I'm sure he would have been in many more great movies. Um, you know, even in movies that aren't that great, his performance is always really good. So, just really interesting actor. Um, you know, in The Sopranos, he's great. But in this, he's kind of like it's a little, I don't know about quieter, but a little more contemplative. Um, I mean, he has a scene near the end where he kind of goes off on someone, but yeah, I think it's a really good movie. Tom Hardy, he meets Noomi Rapace, and he finds a dog in her trash can that's beaten and bloody, and he basically takes care of the dog, nurses it back to health with her. She starts watching the dog, and they kind of have like a romance. Um, but yeah, really enjoyed the movie. Great cinematography. Um, just kind of a nice, kind of slow burn movie that it really looks great. I wonder who the cinematographer is. Okay. Uh, Nicholas Karakatsanis. Asanis. I don't know. He shot Corolla and Skunk. Oh, he shot I Tanya. That's a pretty good movie. So I haven't seen a lot of his other stuff, but very well shot, good looking movie. So going to spoilers now. So they have this dog, and this guy keeps coming by that says he wants that was his dog. He wants it back. He says he has proof that the dog's his. Tom Hardy doesn't want to give it back because he says, you know, well, you abused the dog and got rid of it. And throughout the course of the movie, you start to find out that this guy has a bunch of criminal history. He is like a thug. Um, he supposedly killed this guy that the movie starts off with people, some of his friends in the bar, um, kind of reminiscing, remembering the guy. It was like anniversary of his death, like about 10 years before. And throughout the movie, you begin to find out that James Gandolfini was actually involved in the stealing of the money in the beginning, and his logic is that they will do a massive drop again in the bar because he's like what's the safest airlines to go on after an airplane drops out of the sky, and he's like, that airlines. So, you know, it's not going to happen twice to the same bar right in a row. Is his logic. I mean, it makes sense to me. So, um, so yeah, there's going to be a Super Bowl Sunday. They learned that there's going to be a massive drop there, and Gandolfini is gonna have one of the same guys do it. But he doesn't want to do it because it's too dangerous. He's gonna get out of town. So James Gandolfini kills him, runs him over with a car. And one of the other guys that did the original drop, I guess, was captured and killed by the Chechens. Um, I was kind of like, wouldn't that guy talk? So I don't know. That's maybe kind of an issue, but they don't really talk about it. I feel like, wouldn't he squeal? But maybe he didn't know. So But you think he would squeal on the other guy, but anyways, so they're gonna do that. Guy gets killed by him. He then gets the other guy who wants Tom Hardy's dog to do it, and then in the end he's gonna do it, and he's there. And he used to date Noomi Rapace, and he brings her to the bar because the guy's, he just got a lot of problems, and he's pissed that Tom Hardy like took his girl even though he wasn't dating her at the time, and that he took his dog. So he's got this beef with Tom Hardy. And then he's gonna rob the bar, but Tom Hardy, it ends up being revealed that Tom Hardy is the guy that killed the other guy 10 years ago, because he owed Gandolfini money, and he gave him the money, but Gandolfini didn't want anyone to know about it because he owed a bunch of people money. So then he got Tom Hardy to kill the guy, which he did. And that's a pretty badass scene at the end when he's revealing it to the guy. Because basically, this guy is acting like he's a tough guy. He killed someone. And then Tom Hardy's revealing it to him. No, actually, Tom Hardy killed this guy, and you're not a tough guy. And then he pulls out a gun and kills the guy. Because he has a gun on him. He's about to rob the place anyways. And the guy's a really shady guy. He beats dogs. He beat Noomi Rapace. So yeah, and then unfortunately James Gandolfini ends up getting killed because the Chechens know that Gandolfini was behind all of this, and he was going to rob them again, because he basically has a grudge against them because they took his bar, even though it's, I think, because he had a bunch of gambling debts. And they end up killing him and giving the bar to Tom Hardy to run into own. Basically a name only. They own it, but he'll run it. He'll be an employee of theirs, and they're gonna change the name to Tom Hardy's name, Bob. So anyways, it was like Cousin Marv's bar, and now it's Tom Hardy's. But yeah, it's really good, and like the cops suspect that he had something to do with some of these deaths, and he says to Tom Hardy, like, no one ever sees you coming, which is true. So it's a really good script. It definitely does remind me of Mystic River and Gone Baby Gone. I could definitely see that. I mean, Mystic River is probably a better movie, but I need to rewatch that and Gone Baby Gone. So yeah, really enjoyable movie. Great acting. It's too bad Gandolfini died. I remember when that happened. I was pretty bummed out because I'm a big fan of The Sopranos. Okay, it's set in Brooklyn. But 3 of the 4 main actors are European. Tom Hardy is British. Noomi Rapace is Swedish. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, she's fine in the movie, but she kind of has like a weird accent. I mean, no offense to Swedes or Swedish people, but I mean, you can just tell like she's not from New York, you know. And someone else, yeah. The guy who dies at the end is a Belgian. James Gandolfini is the only American. I mean, yeah, Gandolfini was born in New Jersey, so. Tom Hardy does a great job, though. I mean, he's kind of a master of changing his voice, so. Oh, this is the director's English language directorial debut. Oh, I think he does a great job. So, but yeah, I really like the movie. Definitely check it out. It's Gandolfini's last movie that he filmed apparently, and died a month later. So pretty sad. But yeah. R.I.P. to Gandolfini, and that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's it.